Bonjour, les fonds de la course hippique. I have finally left my résidence at Deauville, and thank you to everyone there. What a wonderful month I have had, and I cannot wait to see you all again next August. I think my highlight was to give you Kissisana for the Prix Jean Romanet last Sunday, and of course that gives her the chance for the Prix de l'Arc de Triomphe in October. But now I am at Paris-Longchamp for the Sunday meeting, and we can get started with the Prix Gérald de Joffre. Oui, the first of the black-type races at Paris-Longchamp's Sunday meeting is very, very interesting. I think that it will be safe to stay on André Fabre's hot-headed, despite this heavy ground may be an unknown to him, while Joseph O'Brien's Irish runner, Emmet, will be happy on this surface but has not yet been tried over this trip. Christophe Furlan's Zingaro has all the pieces of form in his favour. He is proven over this trip and winning form here at Paris-Longchamp on soft ground, so can also have the argument made for him. But I must make my decision, and I will think that Hot-Headed can manage to run on this ground and win this in front of Zingaro. And now I must give you to Caroline for her Sunday nap.
Why, thank you, Marie-Francoise, and here we both are again for our weekend coverage. It's a long way to Tipperary, as Jack Judge sang over a century ago, but here we are, where my Sunday nap lines up in the Ferry Bridge Stakes. This Fillies and Mares Group 3 can go to Michael O'Callaghan's Copacabana Sands, who wouldn't have to improve much from her run in the Ballychorus to take this. Any rain can only better her chances, though that would also suit Ollie Sangster's British raider, Celestial Orbit, who I rate a big threat, although she's not been seen since her down-the-field finish in the French 1,000 guineas, the Poule d'Essai des Pouliches at Paris-Longchamp in May. That said, Celestial Orbit can go well fresh, so I've not a concern over the length of that break, and the informed Joseph O'Brien yard send out Princess Child, who completes my 3. Copacabana Sands to score, maybe with Princess Child under Dylan Brown McMonagle, the one to keep her up to her work. And now it's back over to you, Marie-Francoise, for your next best.
Merci beaucoup, Caroline. And my next best is in the Prix de la Cochere. Vertical Blue was very, very good last season, winning the Prix Marcel Boussac here at Paris-Longchamp to end a fine campaign ahead of none other than Zarigana in that Group 1. She will never ever start at 100-1 in her career again, and I think she is the one to be following here after a first run of this season in the German 2,000 guineas, and this listed contest is to me a much lesser plate for her to win. And I think that it will be the trip to Angleterre for the Sun Chariot at Newmarket. That is the main aim for her this season, by Francis-Henri Graffard. Maybe Henri-Francis Devon's Flaming Stone can chase her home, but Vertical Blue I will back with all my heart.
Earlier on at Tipperary, I'm going to give Ger Lyons Brave another chance in the Glenvale stud race, given that he reportedly bled the last day at Galway. Obviously, it's taken on trust that he'll be ready to go, but this lightly raced Frankel Gelding is pretty consistent at around 7 furlongs, so is taken to get upsides of Aidan O'Brien's Mississippi River, who has been running over further of late. Jessica Harrington's Hurricane Ivor hasn't been in the best of form recently, but if trying to make the pace could set things up nicely for the selection.
Merci beaucoup, Caroline, and the Prix d'Arenberg is a very tricky race to decide, with plenty of visitors from Angleterre making the trip over, but I like the credentials of Kevin Philippard de Foy's Hollywood Treasure. This Gregorian filly was most impressive in a listed contest at Newbury, showing me a very good attitude to come from the pack in the final furlong to win, and I will think her action will be able to manage this heavy ground. The markets have been giving Donnacha O'Brien's Havana, Anna, much support, and she is on the hat trick after winning a listed fillies contest at Naas, so she must be on my list, while Carl Burke's Stargazed won very nicely at Ripon on ground with much cut in it, so might have the each-way chance under Tony Piccone. I think that I will back Hollywood Treasure for the win, but maybe take the each-way chance on Stargazed in these conditions. And For our last featured race, it is over to you, Caroline.
Thank you again, Marie-Francoise. So our final featured race is the Abergwan Stakes over here at Tipperary. Right then, I'm going to go against the favourite 2 stars and say Songhai can nick this from the jolly. My reasons, well, you've got to come from a high draw in these Tipperary sprints, especially when soft ground is the order of the day. Johnny Murtaugh's got his yard in great form, and the first-time cheek pieces might just give Songhai an extra edge. I'll give you that 2 stars is on the hat trick for Fozzie Stack, and coming out of stall 11 is on the best side of the draw, while Paddy Toomey's King Kwan has not been quite so lucky coming out of stall 3. All in all, a pretty competitive sprint for the grade, but while my head says 2 stars, my heart says Songhai, so that's where my euro's going.